Well, heidi-ho, boys and girls. Once again, it is I, your friend, Todd. No, really. Usually I don't make videos about work. And honestly, I don't generally like videos about work because it's usually about just bitching about the boss, but there is a point and a purpose to make a video about work. I'm not going to give the name of the company I work for. Um, that's not the issue either. What is the issue is it's a matter of safety and how I hope that I might actually save someone's limbs after making this video. As you may or may not know, I work as a metal fabricator, basically cutting, shaping, and welding metal. Uh, this is a job I do enjoy very much. It's a type of work I've been involved in now for, let's see, last 12 years. So I've been doing this for quite some time. Um, and one thing that does concern me about the job is, and one thing you should always be worried about is, of course, safety. To give you an example, where I work, I am dealing with sheet metal. Now, if you've ever worked with sheet metal, depending upon the gauge and so forth, you could be dealing with the equivalent of 100-pound razor blades. Yeah, you have to be very careful. There is a lot of potential to get hurt, and that's just from the sheet metal itself in its full sheet form. Obviously, the machinery we use is potentially very dangerous, and that is why about 2.5 years ago I joined the safety committee at work. This is something I do take very seriously, and I get incredibly annoyed when safety protocols are violated. I don't like to see people get hurt, and I definitely want to try to prevent people from getting hurt. Now, that being said, let me take you to the scenario that caused me to make this video. Today when I get to work, I hear a story that a person there almost lost his hand in a brake press. For those of you who don't know, a brake press is a machine used to form metal. Generally, you have a die and a punch, and the punch goes down in the die. There's the metal in between, and depending upon the shape of the die and the punch and how far you bring it down, you can make different shapes out of it. Generally, we'll make straight edges at various degrees, most commonly 90. But to do this, obviously, you're going to require a lot of force with these machines. The minimum amount of tonnage on them that's used is 8.4 tons. This is definitely enough force to sever fingers, arms, etc. And if you're not careful or actually stupid, it could cost you your life. The person almost lost his hand because one of the safety devices there called a light curtain, and that's to prevent movement of the machine when it's not in a safe position, if it's up too high so you can't stick your hand in and in between the die and the punch and get it chopped off. That was turned off by someone. Now, this was not something that happened by accident. To have done this, the person could have, not could have, but had to go away from his machine, up a flight of steps to an office, go inside the desk in the office, which, mind you, he has no business being there in the first place, find a key that is used to flip a switch to deactivate the light curtain and bring down and actually deactivate the light curtain, all that kind of good stuff. And then, of course, he forgot to reactivate it when he was done screwing the pooch or whatever it was he was doing. And of course, the person almost had his hand removed, and don't worry, he was uninjured, but he had to move his hand pretty quick, or else, yeah, he would be without it or a large part of it. Did not know that the light curtain was deactivated, and by not knowing that, he's probably changing a die or a punch, accidentally hits the switch, and then finds movement in the machine to potentially crush and remove his hand. I don't think I'm going too far by saying that that was an act of sabotage, and by definition it was. It was a deliberate act to cause a machine to malfunction. The machine is not supposed to come down when someone's hand is in the way, when the machine is in an unsafe position. This is sabotage. If you're doing this where you're working, you are engaging in sabotage, and you know what? You're a fucking bastard, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's all I have to say about that. And honestly, I won't be happy until this person is found at work and they're given a minimum of 1 day suspension. Now, will this actually happen? I don't know. I can only hope. This is an unacceptable breach of safety protocol, obviously. Now for the part that might save your ass if you work in metal fabrication or with heavy machinery that uses a light curtain. Here's what you do. Just to make sure that no jackass is putting you in danger. Please, for your own sake, before the beginning of the shift, check and see if the light curtain is operating. Do it in a safe manner, but check to see if that light curtain is working. If it's not working, please contact either your supervisor or maintenance immediately, because that bastard should be working properly. And once again, to people who think that safety devices are a hindrance, fuck you.